Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo, foggy Lake Taneycomo. Gonna do one cast. Today is Saturday the 20th of June. And it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. They're still running 3 units, so the water's running pretty hard. And I boated up here just around the corner from the resort. Up across from the old Sun Valley River Lake resorts on the left. And I'm looking at the video, and in the video it doesn't look, it looks foggy, but not terrible. It really looks nice, but to the naked eye, I can't see very far. I mean, we had a rain go through about 45 minutes ago, and of course there's no wind, and it just socked us in bad. So I didn't want to get too far from home. I'm going to throw one of Doty's stick baits, jerk baits. This is his rainbow. Actually, I think this is an early version of his Rainbow 110 Plus. And I've got a snap swivel. It might be a little bigger than what he would recommend, and I think I've got 6-pound line on a Lew's Mach 1 spin and a Mach speed stick. It's a 6'7" medium light. I'm not recommending using any of this stuff because I'm not a jerk bait person. But everybody's been catching so many browns. Lately. And I haven't been doing real good on jigs, so thought I'd go out, thought I'd try it this evening. I need to be out away from the bank just a little further. I've heard fishing's been pretty good today. Okay. Hopefully I'm not going to lose this. Kind of a collector's item. Being an early version of what he does. It's back in the experimental days, I think. Okay, nothing on the first cast. Got that over. I don't want to throw it in the trees either. I was going to fish the bluff bank, but I thought, no, maybe they're over here in the slower water. Oh, there's a big old tree. I didn't see it. I'm surprised I didn't lose the lure in that thing. I think Dwayne or Blake has explained how he throws this well enough. I don't need to go over that because I'd probably say it wrong. Just throw it out and jerk it back. Dwayne's starting to take trips in the evening and at night. He just left here a minute ago on a guide trip. Guess he fishes till midnight. lake, and some of his friends have been fishing at night. It'd be kind of tough, I think, fishing in the fog at night. But they're catching a lot of fish. And a few browns. Catch a lot of rainbows. Somebody told me they were caught some fish this morning in the trophy area using jigs. White and sculpin and ginger is what they said. But I know they've been catching fish drifting powerbait. Orange has been the best color. And night crawlers. Go back out here a bit further. I am not moving fast at all, so I think they've shut down a turbine. Water's dropping. They're supposed to go from 3 to 2 this evening. I think they just did. There are a lot of boats on the water today, being a Saturday. It usually knocks the fishing down a little bit. You can probably catch, or I can probably count, the number of fish I've caught on a jerkbait on 2 hands. So, and what happens is I tend to lose confidence in what I'm using and go back to throwing something that I know will catch fish, or a better idea of catching fish, which is a jig. I haven't seen anything following it or slashing at it yet. Back. I think part of the key is keeping the line slack. It's kind of like working a topwater or a spook or something like that. It's keeping the line slack when you're working it. It makes the bait move a lot more erratic I got some guys fishing, drifting below me in one of my john boats, and I think they're catching fish. That's good. Sounds like they got a good one. Jackson, what do you think? Think I'd throw a jig? People go out with Dwayne on a 4-guide trip. They do this for 4 hours. Oh man, arms sore. I gotta see something. Yeah. Turn my camera a little better. I wouldn't mind catching just a little brown. It's one thing I was talking to Dwayne or Blake or somebody about today, is we're not seeing many small browns. I mean 13, 14, 15 inch browns. Catch a brown, it's going to be usually 17 to 25. I don't know why, I don't think I'm working this right. That looks better. I'm going to give this 3 more casts. If I don't catch anything, I'm going to throw a jig. All right, I think that's 1. This is 2. Okay, 1 more. We're just about down to the pump station. That's why I'm going to start throwing a jig. I gave it a good try. I'm sure Dwayne would disagree, but that's all right. Okay, I'm gonna throw, well, I'll tell you what it is here in a minute. It's a 1/16 ounce. I'm gonna move into the bank just a little bit. This is, we're starting to paint some peanut butter heads on our jigs. It's a light brown. And we're experimenting with some colors. This is a sculpin and tan color. But I've tied about 5 or 6 strands of deer hair, bright yellow deer hair, in the top of it. When I'm tying it, I'll tie it in the top. So when I'm fishing it, it's in the bottom. But we notice that when I jig, and you watch that jig in the water, that yellow, the jig turns upside down, and that yellow does a flash in the water. I don't know if you've ever been in a stream, little creek or something, and you see a bunch of men in that creek, and they'll be sitting there, swimming there, and then they'll turn and they'll flash. So that's kind of what we thought, man, it'd be kind of cool. It might trigger a bite. And it might not. I kind of thought sculpin tan or an olive tan should work. That's good colors in nature and little fish in the wild. Nothing yet. Should I bite? I think that's the first one tonight. Kind of pulled at it. Try to slow my drift down, so hopefully have time to catch a fish before I hit the dock. I got a whole group of wood ducks going along the bank. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 of them. One mother and 8 little ones. Oh, 9 and 10, 11. That's a bunch. They're not small babies. They're... Jackson just spotted them. They're almost full grown. You can tell they're following the mom. Have a lot of wood ducks here. They leave just before hunting season. I got one more cast. Had one bite that I know of. I should have drifted night crawlers. All right. We are to the dock. One bite, no fish. That's fishing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.